I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30.
All right, Tim G, JoJo, what's up, man?
What's happening, Sterling?
What up, man? How
All
you
right,
boys doing?
Oh, good, man.
Don't buy this cordial shit.
What?
Don't buy this cordial shit.
What's the topic, man? What's the topic?
You know the damn topic. We were just talking about the topic before I started filming.
I didn't hear him.
What we were texting about with Tom Brady. You up here thinking calling me a hater.
My argument is that he's the GOAT of quarterbacks. That's it.
And I'm saying that there's some wiggle room there.
All right, whatever.
He might not be he's not undoubtedly the GOAT.
All right, whatever.
All right, people, we have a special guest here, America. Y'all, if y'all don't watch no other segment, you need to watch this one. I got my brother Stanley here with me. Proud to have him here. This is the brother I was telling y'all about previous episode on Veterans Day. Proud of him for serving the country, you know what I'm saying? Ready for him to come back home though, because we got some things to do around here, got some running around to do. But I'm proud of him for serving the country. But that don't change the way I'm finna whoop his ass, the way I've been whooping his ass in sports debates since 1999, I think. I've been whooping his ass in sports debates. And so ain't nothing finna change tonight. He is hot with us, America. He has been texting me constantly since we've been back about me being a Brady hater. That's what he says. He says I tried to diminish Tom Brady's legacy. But America, he never refuted any of my criticisms of Tom Brady. Okay? But I'm going to let him attempt to do so right now before your eyes. No, we allow the guests to go. You want the smoke?
No, I want to say no. My argument is I want to hear you guys hate first, and then I just refute hate.
None of us hate Tom Brady. None of us hate Tom. Well, let me speak for myself. I don't hate Tom Brady. Only thing I hate about Tom Brady is the day he had that damn "Make America Great Again" hat in his locker. Other than that, I ain't got a problem with Tom Brady. All them black men that play with him say they love him. Randy Moss say he love him. Antonio Brown claim he love him. I ain't never heard nobody that played with him talk down on him. Have y'all?
No,
not like that.
No. Even James Harrison, who played 3-4 games with him, said he's the greatest person ever.
Yeah, so I ain't got no hate with him because of that.
Oh, but he is a cheater.
So from that standpoint, we just be pointing out what did happen, man. We just be pointing out what did happen.
All right, I go from there. I heard on this show, right? I was listening to the show. I listen. Every week I try to listen as best I can.
Appreciate that. We
appreciate it.
It's like it's nighttime where y'all at right now. It's daytime here right now. Where I'm at, located here in Japan. But I heard y'all say last time.
Okay.
Division. You said no other Tom Brady ain't never had no top quarterback in this division, right?
Right.
One of you said that. I think it was either you, Adam, or JoJo up there. I heard you say that.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out like what other top quarterback has had another top quarterback in this division. I was thinking like Elway. He ain't had nobody in this division back in the day. Montana. Nah, he didn't have nobody in his division back in the day. I'm thinking Marino. You can go today, like Rodgers, all that stuff.
Marino had Jim Kelly in his division. See what I'm saying? Marino had Jim Kelly in his division.
Is Jim Kelly on Marino's level? And
Jim Kelly is a Hall of Famer. He went to four straight Super Bowls. What are you talking about?
Nobody puts him in the GOAT conversation, right?
That's just because of the Super Bowl. That's my point. There are guys
who don't have no Super Bowls,
but his stats were so ungodly.
Exactly. I'm just saying the GOAT conversation, right? The GOAT.
No, that's not what we said. We said just a competent quarterback. We didn't say a GOAT in a division. We didn't say that.
You said
we
top.
didn't say that.
A top.
You ain't got to be a GOAT to be a top quarterback in the league.
I'm just pointing out what you guys said. Not just
we didn't say that.
You did
I know you. I just told you that Jim Kelly was in Marino's division.
Mhm.
We ain't say nothing about Tom Brady ain't have no GOAT in his division. We didn't say that. He ain't even had a fucking Pro Bowl in his division, unless Chad Pennington snuck into one. Did Chad sneak into a Pro Bowl?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I believe he did.
If he
I believe
did, it was
Okay.
early 2000s.
So
And the NFC North, we've had a
But
MVP.
Drew Bledsoe went to the Pro Bowls too.
Drew Bledsoe played for the Patriots. What you talking? He took Drew Bledsoe's job.
He played for the Bills too.
Man, you know what the hell we talking about. Aaron Rodgers had an MVP in his division, Adrian Peterson.
A running back. You said
he was the offense.
I always been saying quarterback. You said quarterback.
I didn't say quarterback.
Don't change the narrative.
We were talking. No, I'm telling you what I be saying. I be saying I be talking about the team. That's why I try to get you to understand. You play football. There's an ultimate team game, and
Correct.
This motherfucker gets too much credit and too.
But why is this smoke with Tom Brady? I'm saying it seems like
because the media. It's the same. It's the same smoke I got with LeBron. How folks like Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, Kendrick Perkins be going out of their way to make up shit to make LeBron the GOAT. That's how people do with Tom Brady to make him undoubtedly the GOAT. And I got a problem with that.
But there's no really, like, when I was growing up, right, for football, I automatically heard, like, Joe Montana was the GOAT, right?
You heard that. But
I went back and watched. Huh?
You younger than me. I don't remember a snap Joe Montana took with the damn San Francisco 49ers in the 80s. Not one.
I don't either. I remember him with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, then. So you just heard that shit.
Exactly. That's my point.
He took him to the playoffs, too.
Huh?
He took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, he took him to the playoffs with that play against Marino. But
what kind of defense did Joe Montana have?
Oh, he had all-time great.
That's my point. I be saying that shit about my brother can tell you that if you watch the show, they'll tell you. I understand something about that.
But I'm saying, like,
you act like I just bring it up for Brady. I bring it up for everybody.
But I'm saying, like, you can't go back and change the narrative. If this was the criteria, we can't pull the goalpost just because we don't like Brady. If this was the criteria for the GOAT, he accomplished it, man. He accomplished what he needed to accomplish.
Okay, so tell us why is he the GOAT?
Yes, tell us that.
Why is Brady the GOAT?
You have to go with the wins, the Super Bowls, going to the Super Bowl, winning all those divisions, winning 6 Super Bowls. Also, the stats, who he's playing with on what he's playing with on offense, him gathering, being a leader in his organization. It all counts. All the intangibles, all that stuff counts.
Okay, so I have a question with the offense part. Because it sounds like basically what you're saying is Brady is really great, and as far as offensive weapons, he didn't have much, right?
Not as much as everybody else now.
So I would say you actually don't need much because the Buccaneers defense showed us that with the Tampa 2 defense. The Ravens defense showed us that. So defense is what wins championships.
But we can't.
Hold on, wait a minute. When they beat the Rams, who won that Super Bowl?
The defense.
And that's what I'm saying. And if you think about it, the defense has won a lot of their Super Bowls because
the first 3.
The Falcons went up 28-3, right? They did not score in the second half.
Yeah, but if
the defense played the way they played in the first half, the Patriots lose.
They still spotted them 21 points in that first half. They still spotted them 21 points in that first half in that game.
So is it the defense spotted them 21 points or Brady couldn't score?
Both.
Because his job is to score. The defense job is to stop him, right?
Exactly. And that's what they did in the second half.
So who would you give the most credit to in that Super Bowl?
Trust me, man, I'm a big argument for defensive.
Okay.
You're not acting like it.
This gentleman, I'm just telling you, if you're talking about the greatest quarterbacks of all time, right? I don't put Brady as the greatest player of all time in football. I don't.
Okay.
If you want to rank, I'm just talking about the greatest quarterback.
Give me the second best quarterback then. Who's the second best?
I would have to go with Montana.
So you just going down the list with Super Bowl. So I guess third is Terry Bradshaw, right?
No.
Why not? He got an MVP. He's won 4 Super Bowls. Why isn't he third then?
He's not.
Why not? He got an MVP.
Okay.
So I mean, he's at least one of those years he was the best player in the league. They considered him, and he has 4 Super Bowls. That's what you're saying. If I'm not mistaken, Joe Montana only got one. No, he got like 2 MVPs, I think.
2,
one or 2. Okay. So why not Bradshaw? We going by bowls. Why not Otto Graham if we going by titles? Because Otto Graham went to 10 championships and won 7. Why not him? And they say he changed the game. Why not him then?
Because I got eyes, I can watch the game. I
okay.
Can see,
you say he did more. Brady did more with less. But Dan Marino. If you're talking about guys, Hall of Famers, he had not one Hall of Fame skill guy. Not one. Only Hall of Fame on his offense was a center. That's it. Not one. Okay? Tom Brady, on the other hand, Randy Moss, who arguably the GOAT wide receiver, Rob Gronkowski, arguably the GOAT tight end. You got Corey Dillon, who's a top 10 or so, top 20 all-time rusher ever. Then you got arguably the GOAT kicker and Adam Vinatieri, who would win them games for him when he get to the 30-yard line. He wasn't throwing game-winning touchdown like Mahomes just did the other night. He wasn't doing it. He can't make the play that Mahomes made the other night. Mahomes had to goddamn get out the way. He can't make that play. It's a lot of play. He can't make the play Kyler Murray made to throw the D-hop. He can't make that play. There are things you look on the football field and say, Tom Brady can't do that. How is he definitively the GOAT if I can see things he can't do? Michael Jordan is definitively the GOAT because there's nothing on the basketball court he could do, and he won, and he got 5 MVPs, and he got the all-time leading points per game, and he got 9 first-team all-defenses. He checks all the boxes. Tom Brady, on the other hand, got all the help, more top 10 scoring defenses ever. There's nobody else with all that.
Arguably the best head coach.
Arguably the GOAT coach. And we saying but he can't scramble. He can't, if they all locked up, let's say they in man across the board and nobody's separating, because that was he was bitching about last year. Nobody's separating, you're not getting open and shit. He can't go pick up a 3rd and 6 with his legs. He can't do that. It's stuff he can't do. But folks want to tell me I'm a hater because I say he's not definitively the GOAT. I say he's top 5 ever. But because I say he's not definitively the GOAT, because I see Steve Young with my eye test, Steve Young can do everything he can do. Aaron Rodgers can do everything he can do. Patrick Mahomes still got a long way to go. My brothers tell you, didn't I say pump the brakes on Mahomes? Because he got a soup team. I want to see him go through something. Tom Brady ain't had to go through a lot. He came straight into a team, stud defense. He didn't have every Super Bowl he won. He had a top 10 defense. The Packers are leading the division right now with this number 17 defense. The Patriots were number 1 last year with the defensive player of the year. And people said, oh, this is the worst Patriots team. No, they not. This motherfucker's offense ain't doing what they supposed to do.
What is this other voice that you got?
What?
When you mocking the way other people talk?
I don't know.
He talking about
Oh no. I don't know.
But I think Stanley coming. Okay, Stanley. He
always do this to me. He just called me a hater.
He's arguably. You're saying Tom Brady is arguably the GOAT or definitively?
I say arguably, and he gets on me for saying arguably.
Okay, let me hear your retort. Go ahead.
All right, you keep bringing up when we bring up stats and stuff like that.
You brought up stats too. You just brought up stats. You said part of the reason Brady is the GOAT. It's on tape.
Hold on, Mike Pence.
It's on tape.
Mike Pence.
I apologize. You're right.
I said when we bring up stats, that includes me, right? When I say we, right? It does not.
Is it my turn? Now he asking me the question. He asking me a question.
It was rhetorical. It's rhetorical.
It sounded rhetorical.
When I say when we bring up stats, that includes me. I'm not discounting. I'm not saying when y'all bring up stats. I didn't say that. I said when we bring up stats, we got to look at everything and put everything in the context. When we say top 10 defense, right? Did the Patriots play every team last year? That's not a rhetorical question.
Oh, no.
That's just a stupid question. Of course not. They got 16 games and 32 teams.
How's a stupid question?
Because there's 32 teams. They ain't played 32 games.
Exactly. So when we're rating the top 10 defense, you can't really, when I look at the number one defense, I don't compare Patriots defense last year because I know when I look on tape, I can look at the Baltimore Ravens defense in 2000. I know they were way better than that Patriots defense last year. I understand who they were playing, who they were going against, the quarterbacks that they were going against. And when you say that division, right? When you're looking at that division, when you make that argument with the division, how that division sucks, which is a great point. That division did suck. He did benefit from that defense. But when you make that argument, when it also messes up your argument with the top 10 defense, because there was no quarterback they were going against in that division. They were playing them team twice. So now that boosts their defense up to a top 10 defense every single year when they probably were not.
So are you helping me or are you helping yourself? You basically just admitted that this son bitch was in a trash division. That what you just admitted.
I never said he wasn't.
Then what are you arguing then?
I never said he wasn't. You know,
like I said, you cannot refute it. Okay, let's just go down the line with things I say about Tom Brady. Is he a mobile quarterback?
What does that have to do with doing the goal? You're in the pocket. They created the pocket for a reason.
Because sometimes the pocket breaks down and you have to. Because sometimes the pocket breaks down and you have to make plays. So is he mobile or not?
He does make plays within the pocket.
That's a yes or no, sir. Is he mobile or not?
He's mobile in the pocket. Yes.
Oh shit.
Just a slide step. You got to count.
What are you doing? He's Trump.
You do have to count that. You can't guard just because somebody's running.
Okay. Steve Young can be Steve Young could do that. Aaron Rodgers could do that in the pocket. Dan Marino could do that in the pocket. What we talking about? John Elway could do that in the pocket.
Not saying they can, but they're
okay,
all.
But John Elway could get out of the pocket and go make a throw on the run. Aaron Rodgers could get out of the pocket and go make a throw on the run. Steve Young could do that. Tom Brady cannot do that. Next thing, did he not have Bill Belichick right there with? Or do you say Bill Belichick sucks too now?
No. I also know Bill Walsh. I know Bill Walsh didn't suck either.
I didn't say Bill Walsh. You act like I direct everything. Obviously, you're not watching as much as you say. Because I just told these guys the other day, I brought up about how Jerry Rice might not just be definitively the GOAT. And then Joe, yeah, I know it is because he's from the Silk, right on. But that when Joe hit me back with how his stats are so far ahead of his peers, even though he went from one MVP in Joe Montana to another MVP in Steve Young, you're saying, well, damn, it's just the numbers are so crazy that you got to say, okay, Jerry's great. When it comes to Tom, like I said, with the eye test is a lot of shit you say. He got to have a clean pocket. He can't have nobody up in his face. He got to have a receiving running back so he can check down.
Why do you think the quarterbacks are running out of the pocket, right? If they had a clean pocket, they wouldn't be running.
Okay. So if that's the case, then why do people always bring it up about Tom Brady when he?
No, I'm saying like it always trips me out when these guys say, "Man, Tom Brady got happy feet back there. He dancing around in the pocket." Every quarterback that's running out of the pocket has happy feet because he's scared. He's scared of what's in the pocket. He don't want to be in that pocket. He don't want to be in that situation no more. He's running out of that situation.
And Tom Brady can't. That's why they bring it up. Because he's a sitting duck when that happens. He can do nothing when that happens. He cannot do what Mahomes does when that happens. He cannot do what Rodgers or nothing.
Needed the Eli Manning, but they still were able to.
Eli Manning? You bringing up Eli Manning? Eli Manning.
Hall of Fame.
So you don't want me to bring up Jim Kelly, but you're going to bring up Eli Manning because he got two Super Bowls. You just going by the Super Bowls.
What's the two he got? Who did he play?
You played going against, right? I'm saying that you can still win with
so
those
it's
guys.
about winning. Otto Graham has 7 championships then. Bradshaw has 4. What is your argument then? Is it about the winning? Then I'll just rank the quarterbacks in order of championships. But if it's about everything, then we can talk about who to go.
It's about everything.
Well, we can talk about it then.
That's what we're doing, right?
No, you keep telling me that I'm hating just by not saying that he's the guy.
You are hating when you bring up certain situations about cheating and all this other stuff.
That some bitch cheated. They got caught.
He did cheat.
Turner, hey, no, hold on. Please, everybody, turn around and look at that jersey behind that man.
Everybody talks basketball cheat.
Okay.
Look around. He talking about North Carolina. We had the African American studies.
Don't 8 Mile me and Eminem right now.
And this guy right here is a Florida fan. Okay, that's who he is. He's a Florida fan. When I used to like Free Shoes University, he used to talk down on us because we were giving away shoes when his program had a murderer on the team.
Hold on, Wells. This is where we kind of separate because I'm a Gator fan too, man.
Well, Joe, okay, but Joe, did you make excuses for Urban Meyer having that boy down there killing people?
Oh no, I know. I know we were bending the rules over there.
Did I ever make an excuse for them?
You tried to tell me that Florida was a clean program, that Urban Meyer was above board with his program, and that there was Bobby Bowden and all them folks over there at Free Shoes University doing all shit crooked. I got the text messages. I can go back. I don't delete nothing.
I want to see these text messages.
I don't delete nothing. I'll show it. I'll go dig it up.
When have I ever said this?
Give me the. I want to hear the other football teams that be cheating though.
Say again, me?
Give me the other NFL teams that be cheating. Who else cheats?
Or be trying to.
They tried to cheat. There's been 7 teams that cheat. Atlanta cheated. The Falcons had cheated.
You talking about the noise?
Putting the noise in the stadium. The Bills have cheated. The Broncos have cheated.
Hold on. What the Broncos do?
The Broncos, when McDaniels was down there, where
McDaniels came from?
He came from that organization.
What organization? I'm saying
the Patriots.
So it's still coming back to them.
But were they not cheating? Is what I'm saying.
Well, okay. So let me ask you this.
They were doing the same thing.
Oh, that's true. No.
Against your team.
Under the guidelines of cheating, you're right. So let me ask you this: if someone, how can I say it? Okay, if someone robs somebody, right, and takes something from them, or if someone kills them, like those both are bad things to do, right? But isn't the severity of one greater than the other? Wouldn't you say someone who's taping another defense, that cheating supersedes pumping in crowd noise?
No, but I'm saying you didn't hear me. I said they did the same thing to y'all. They did the same thing.
You're talking about the Broncos, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh no, but what I'm saying is that person learned that cheating from somewhere.
But they did the same thing. But you can't discount that they didn't do the same thing to you guys, right? They were still cheating, right?
Right.
Okay. Even without the cheating, because we rarely even really focus on that.
He just brought it up again today.
We rarely focus on that. Okay. But you're not gonna just sit up here and dance around. This man been on some garbage teams, like he does more with less, and he's sitting up here, even like this year, for instance. When they go
garbage team,
you said looking at the talent on that team and what he was able to do with it. You just said that.
I said looking at the totality of what he had, right? What he had. I said what he had to work with.
Right.
That meaning the talent on the team, right? He had talented ass teams.
I said, looking what I didn't diminish anybody with that statement. I said, looking in within that offense, right? What he had to do, he did to the best I ever seen, right?
He was a game manager. The first 3 Super Bowls, he was a game manager throwing.
What is wrong with being a game manager?
Because you ain't no GOAT if you're a game manager. That's what's wrong with it. You Trent Dilfer if you're a game manager. You Brad. No. You're not. So Trent Dilfer, shout out Trent Dilfer then for the 2000 Ravens Super Bowl. You're a bad motherfucker. You are on the same level of Aaron Rodgers because you got a Super Bowl and you game managed, and Aaron Rodgers was Super Bowl MVP, but y'all on the same level because y'all got Brad Johnson, that's his name.
Don't forget Peyton Manning, that last Super Bowl.
He game managed to another one. Hey, what's the boy we were talking about? Joe Namath. Shout out Joe Namath. You got that Super Bowl. You got trash stats. Hey, but you game managed to that Super Bowl. Shout out by my brother Stanley Lee and Mitchell. That's what we. It's about winning. So it is. Come on,
what
man.
You say, T?
You just went on. You just hold on, Tim G. I'll let you go right now. You just went on a whole rant. I said ain't nothing wrong with game management. You're diminishing game management to what Trent Dilfer did. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying what game managing is. You're managing the players around you. You're managing the game around you.
You're not fucking it up. You got a good defense and a good running game, and your job is to not fuck it up. That's what game managing is. We don't do that damn shit here on this show. We don't do all that.
Don't you play to win the game, though? That's what you're doing, right?
If that's the case, Otto Graham is the GOAT then.
Man, we up.
If that's the case,
we got a great defense. Let us go 5 wide and let's just sling the ball all over the field.
Shout out to Otto Graham then, because you the GOAT. You play to win the game. He got more championships than anybody in NFL history. Otto Graham is the GOAT in the story then. I'm fine with that. I just want the Packers to get another Super Bowl.
All I'm going to say is this, man. All I'm going to say is this. Tom Brady got the best situation. Tom Brady has lived a luxurious life since he left Michigan. Okay? Luxurious. When you look at his organization that's behind him and has given him everything that you would want, a player would want, any player would say, any quarterback would want the situation Tom Brady had. Okay? In my opinion, he had the worst division ever, I think. In NFC East is creeping up close. They trying to pull up on the AFC East. But the AFC East was trash. Bottom line. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go a step further. The AFC was pretty much trash, with the exception of the Ravens. Every now and then the Ravens.
You had the Colts now. You got the Colts.
Okay.
Steelers.
But they Steelers can never get the Patriots number.
But they made that. That's what we beat for our Super Bowl.
Super Bowls in that area. They won 2 Super Bowls in the area. We can't discount that.
Okay, I'm good with that. If you can take all that with you. But here's what I'm saying. You got the greatest coach ever in a lot of people's mind. You probably got some of the greatest parts of an organization that can scout, draft. They weren't drafting well. They were just scouting well. They out-scouted everybody in the NFL. Bottom line. When you look at some of the talent they brought in, Gronk was a 4th rounder, I believe. Nobody knew Rob. He was not a 2nd rounder?
Yeah. They took Aaron Hernandez in the 3rd.
Hernandez was a 3rd.
He never had nobody though. Oh,
okay.
God.
Nobody knew who Gronk was. Steve.
He had back injuries. He was injured in college. I swear that's why he went unnoticed.
Edelman.
He was a fucking murderer.
Edelman was a quarterback.
Oh, you talking about Gronkowski? Okay.
Gronkowski.
Okay.
Edelman was a quarterback.
Hernandez went lower. He won the MAC. He won the best tight end award in his last year, but he went lower because he had off the field.
Say what he had. He went to Florida. He was a murderer. He might have had CTE.
He did.
He might. We done something on that. He might have had CTE, but he murked people. You can't say that he was a Gator.
He murdered people. I don't know if he murdered people while he was at Florida. What the hell? Urban Meyer.
It's in the documentary.
That wasn't proven.
Now here you go. Boy, I wish if I get some shit, you're gonna be my fucking lawyer.
That was not proven. You can't just say, man, Stanley. I saw Stanley up in Jackson last week murder somebody, and you just gonna take somebody's word for it? That's what you said.
You know, goddamn well that man did that shit.
Huh?
You know that man doing that crazy ass shit.
The man had luxuries. He had luxuries that nobody else ever
look at him drinking that shit. That's why you won't say it.
He ain't do it till he got to New England.
That's why he won't say it, going all the way back to the old ball coach and shit. Hell, I'm gonna get on here with this mess. I'll be thorough. I'm doing the research. You ain't doing no research.
How am I doing the research? I just was correcting you guys just off the top of the dome.
You ain't correct shit though. You ain't correct shit. All you did was jump all over the place. Jumping up. First you tell me championship, then I refute that. Then you want to bring up stats. I refute that.
I didn't bring up stats.
You did say when you take championships, you take stats, you take the totality of who he had with him. You did say that. What are you talking about?
I said when we talk about
and
stats,
then you want to say,
here
was the craziest shit you said. You said the Patriots didn't play everybody in the league, but the 2000 Ravens didn't play everybody in the damn league either. What we talking about?
So, but you sitting there, we can look at the damn teams. You think any of the Patriots defense was comparable to the Baltimore Ravens defense?
No, but I ain't calling them the GOAT defense. But I will say this: he's had 3 number 1 ranked scoring defenses. 3. That's more than some of these other guys. Hold on. That's more than some of these other quarterbacks. Like Dan Marino never had no shit like that. Dan Marino, hold on, let me be thorough. Because I got it here in my notes. So you ain't got it. Because you ain't putting in no work. You just talking. Dan Marino had 5 top 10 scoring defenses his whole career. Tom Brady has had 16. Going on 17 this year. Has 3 number 1 defenses, period. So he almost got as many number 1 defenses. You can shake your head all you want. The game is about points. So if my defense is not giving up as many points as the other motherfuckers, I got a good chance of winning.
So
I got a great chance of winning.
So he had 5, right? So if he played another
5 top 10 scoring defenses his whole career.
So if he played another 6-7 years, that could potentially be more like Tom Brady.
He had the worst defense in the league in 1988. This is why Marino's still in his prime. He had the worst defense in the league. He had second to last a couple times. His defense was routinely in the 20s. So he had a defense routinely in the 20s. I just told you he didn't have a Hall of Fame skill guy, and he still was routinely in the playoffs. That sounds like a bad motherfucker to me. But because he ain't got no bowl, because he ain't got no bowl, I'm supposed to say definitively Tom Brady is better than Dan Marino. If Dan Marino had them kind of defenses, and if he had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez and Randy Moss and Corey Dillon and now Antonio Brown and Mike Evans, what the fuck would he do? What would Dan Marino do with all that? With those defenses and those skill guys? Come on, man. Come on. That's all I'm saying. The shit ain't as case closed as the mainstream media does. And you usually love when I go at mainstream motherfuckers. They the major corporate in the military. Bring your ass home, man.
How am I corporate? I'm the only one defending this man.
That's what I'm saying. He's Mr. America, Mr. Corporate America.
It's just like Shannon Sharp on there saying what he talking about.
Shannon Sharp be making like when he do football, Shannon Sharp get real analytical. He talks about coverages and all that kind of shit. But when he talking basketball is when he be doing the same bullshit that a lot of folks do with Tom Brady. Like when he trying to besmirch Michael Jordan and he say, well, Magic Johnson put a triple-double on Michael Jordan in game 1 of the 91 finals, then Scottie Pippen took it over. And he has not gone back and watched the games and realized that Michael Jordan guarded Magic Johnson from game 3, 4, and 5. But he doesn't know that because he don't know what the fuck he's talking about because it's basketball.
All right, you just said that Shannon Sharp, he's very, when he's talking about football, he's very astute what he's talking about. Very
analytical.
Very analytical.
Yes, he
All right, let me read what Shannon Sharp said.
Go ahead.
I fought as long as I could, but I can't fight anymore. Moving forward from this day on, I would never say again that Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady. He is the GOAT quarterback. Shannon Sharp, January 21st, 2019 on Undisputed.
Now, what did he say yesterday?
But I don't do no research, though.
What did he say yesterday?
Just for a little context, I know a guy that's been in the league 16 years, Jenny. I won't call his name. He has 390 touchdowns and 87 interceptions in 16 seasons. I won't call his name, but you know who that is. But anyway.
I don't know.
You do know. Oh, go Rodgers.
Huh?
No, what did he say this morning?
He's a hypocrite. He goes back on his word.
No, you want to do. So, okay, if this was a courtroom, if this was a courtroom, you just brought me a witness then that's a hypocrite. Why would you do that? How does that help your argument? My argument ain't based on Shannon Sharp. My argument is based on.
You just said he was astute and going and very analytical going over the court.
No, I brought him up to show you how the same bullshit he does with LeBron is what you're doing with Brady. That's why I brought him up. I trust myself when it comes to going back and researching and all these quarterbacks. I trust myself on that. Shannon Sharp wasn't alive. He don't know shit about Otto Graham and Sammy Barr either. He don't know shit about them boys. Maybe he knows. I hope he knows that they say Johnny Unitas created the damn 2-minute drill. I hope he knows that. I hope he knows that Fran Tarkenton motherfucking ass didn't have good defenses and shit either, but his ass was at the top of the league in terms of yards and touchdowns. You see what I'm saying? I'm actually going in and putting that work, but I'm a hater because I'm putting in the work, and I say, you know what? It might not be as clear cut. It ain't like the son bitch got 10 championships. It's another quarterback with 4 right there. It's another quarterback with 7. But because he got 6 Super Bowls in recency bias, I'm supposed to say, man, that's the GOAT. That's Mr. America. That's the best ever. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I'm going to drink my milk.
I'm still we can say he arguably the GOAT. He just not definitively. I can't give it to him. Too much.
These boys 49er fans. I know it's hard on them to just say definitive. They got 4-0 in the Super Bowl. Revolutionized the offense. That folks tell the West Coast offense that all these boys running. He was the guy with that.
Bill Walsh did that.
Look, we got to get to this Rams Bucs game because I want to hear what Stanley got to say about it.
Oh yeah,
and that's what we got to get to.
He looked terrible.
He looked terrible against every good team this year.
Collectively, this whole year, would you call this year?
No, we not. I just did a segment where I said we trash. Literally just did a segment.
Yeah, he did.
I just asked the question.
We got the 17th best defense in the league this year. We can't stop the run.
I told you about that. That's
what the fuck you talking? We go by stats. I averaged 18 points a game when we played together in high school my senior year. So we can't go by stats and say I was a better scorer than somebody on the bottom of our bench. We can't go by stats. I averaged 18. They averaged 2. So what we supposed? What we talking about?
Because you got the same chances against everybody on that team, right? If I average 2 points a game, we're playing on the same team, right? I just told you.
But we ain't getting the same minutes. You can argue. If I got as many minutes as him, I'd have 25.
I didn't. I had the opportunity to compete against you. I wasn't as good as you, so I don't get to play as many minutes as you.
So if somebody is going through their 16-game schedule and they give up fewer points than the rest of the league, I ain't talking about numbers right here. I'm talking this man that had a lot of good defenses. Can we at least say he's had good defenses then?
Yeah.
Since you don't want me to say by the numbers, even though it's a numbers game, whoever gets most points wins. But he's had good defense, right? My defense this year is not good. They're not. They cannot stop the run. Okay,
that hurt him to say that.
I'm
used to that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm used to as a Packer fan. I had a good defense with Reggie White in them and Leroy Butler in them. I had a good defense.
24 years ago.
I had a good defense with Chuck Woodson and Clay Matthews in them. But that's inconsistent. But you act like that don't matter though. You acting like the defense don't matter, other than to trash my defense. Now, it matters.
I didn't trash it.
I get that little slide with Mark. I get what that is. Okay, but that's what it is. I'm a Packer fan. We don't believe in defense for some fucking reason. Cause know what they do? They think that. That's
what I think. That's what I really think. That's why I really think where all this hate comes from. That's why I believe.
I don't hate the motherfucker.
Just calm down. Let me make my point. That's where I believe all the hate comes from. Because he looks at if we had those defenses, man, imagine what Aaron Rodgers would be doing and all this other stuff. We missing our opportunity of winning in this window of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. We got 2 championships for how long? I would say 30 years, over the last 30 years with those 2 guys. And we was only able to win 2. Right. The Patriots were able to maximize their situation. And he's looking at it like, man, that's fucked up.
Why shouldn't I? First of all, I don't hate him because of that. All I'm saying is the deep throating that you and the rest of the world does, man. Oh, he's the GOAT. He's
I'm just
undoubtedly the
defending.
GOAT.
I'm just defending the
Deep throating that motherfucker. That's what you're
I'm
doing.
not a Patriots fan. I don't.
You're-
I'm not a Buccaneers
You're
fan.
a Tom Brady apologist. That's what you are.
Wait. So so you're a Brady fan?
No,
No.
Yes.
no, I'm not.
He's a disgruntled Cowboy fan. Really?
No, I'm not.
You don't want to. No, yes, y'all. Yes,
Whoa,
y'all,
what
Cowboy
made you
fan.
go
No, I'm
defend
not.
Brady? What makes you
Wait.
defend Brady?
Yeah.
I
So
just.
then what
'cause
makes
I'm
you
looking at
defend
my
Brady?
eyes. Like I literally, all those quarterbacks he's talking about, I will go back and watch. My granddad had all these tapes of old football. I would watch the games. He knows this. I went back.
No, I
and,
don't know that. No, I don't
Huh?
know that. I don't know that. I know you watched boxing.
Yes,
You went back and studied boxing.
boxing. My granddad and my granddad's house had a whole bunch of tapes of football. I went back and watched a whole bunch.
So the eye test, Steve Young, Tom Brady. Eye test then, since you went back and watched.
I was
Who better with the eye test?
Tom Brady because I seen Steve Young when he was with the Buccaneers. It wasn't that pretty.
Did you see Tom Brady in Michigan?
Say again?
Did you see Thomas Brady in Michigan? Do you see him this year?
We're not talking about
Do you see him this year?
Huh?
Do you see him this year?
Yes.
He's fucking trash this year against good teams.
Yes.
He's like 5 touchdowns and 5 picks against good teams.
Yes.
Now the trash motherfuckers, he lighting them up and shit. But he's trash this year.
Yes.
And I don't give a fuck about the age because, like I told him on the previous segment, this is a personal foul in this league. You always talk about the NBA soft. The NFL is softer than ever. And you talk about the NBA all the time, it's soft as fuck. This is a penalty. If I fall on his leg below the knee, that's 15 yards. If I land on the quarterback, that's 15 yards. If I lower my head, but I'm really trying to attack his shoulder, and the ball carrier lower his head, I get 15 yards. Your soft ass NFL is another part of the reason why this man got these career stats, because he able to live have a long career. If he was able to get lit up like Troy Aikman and Steve Young and them boys was in the 90s, his career be over right now. I
never, ever. I complain every time I'm watching football.
You complain about the NBA, you call the boys soft, gay, wimps, AAU babies.
They are.
Then what are the NFL boys? 707 babies?
They are. It's soft. I hate the direction. The reason why they went in that direction is to allow
Tom Brady to play
long. No. It's to allow outside fans who really don't know football to come in and watch the game to attract more offense, because they like to score points. They didn't like that fucking 6-9 game. What did you text me after that game? You said I bet you love that shit, huh? I said hell fucking yes, because I love that part of the game. You know that.
You don't act like it by going for this motherfucker. You picking your go out of the weakest era, then the softest era ever. You just admitted that. So you picking your go out of the softest era ever. You picking your go that has a rule. One of the soft rules is because he was out for the year after they hit him low, and his coach went like 10-6 without his, or 11-5 without his motherfucking ass. But nobody wants to talk about that. With the backup, they went 11-5. They didn't make the playoffs because I guess that year, maybe that was one of the few years one of the other teams in the division did something. But he has one of these soft ass rules because of him. Now, to be thorough, another soft ass rule is because of Aaron Rodgers when he got his shoulder separated when the boy from the Vikings landed on him. You see how balanced I am? You see how I can say that?
Peyton Manning as well. He's the real architect of this softness.
Because the Patriots used to rough his receivers up and get away with passing. Oh, you helping my argument.
I'm not helping your argument.
Yes, you are, because they used to pass interference. Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne and them boys. They used to.
I don't talk about the softness of this game. I hate this shit. I hate with a passion.
You just love Tom Brady, then? Okay.
Huh? I don't love him. I don't give a shit about him. I really don't. I don't give a shit.
Do.
Huh?
This is the number one thing we argue about now. It's Tom fucking Brady. That's what I'm saying.
I just hear the hate just spew out of your mouth on this show.
The only thing I hate about him is the MAGA hat. That's it. But I hate how, you're right, I do hate how Skip Bayless gets away with murder up there, saying all that fuck shit. I can't debate Skip Bayless.
Say it again.
This my show.
No. What did you say before Skip Bayless?
I hate Skip Bayless getting away with murder.
No, you said you're right.
Bullshit.
You said you right. Say that again.
Oh, say that you're right because you
Yeah.
rarely hear that from me, though.
No.
Yeah. You're right that I do hate that Skip Bayless. One day we'll get there. I think I get a couple more songs up here to 1 million and shit like that. And I'll get a chance to go on there and put Skip Bayless in his place. He don't even defend Michael Jordan right. So I gotta do something.
Both of them. They both arguments are just terrible.
I mean, you could tell it's shifting to entertainment strictly.
Yeah.
It's not a real debate show anymore.
Well, we appreciate my brother for coming on.
Yes, sir.
I know you gotta get back to work. Don't take that ass whooping personally. You know I love you dearly. Be safe over there. Wear a mask. Do whatever you gotta do to stay safe and come home. And stay away from them damn women. All right, boy.
All right,
man. Go.
Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.